What's up, guys? This is going to be a video on the zero limit battery, which is right here. This battery is huge, so I'm going to be going over the specs a little, gonna go over my personal experience, just pretty much how thick it is compared to like here, compared to like this here, which is going to be my my UAG case. There we go. Couldn't remember the name. But yep. So let's just get started. Jump right into the review. All right, guys. Well, first thing I'm going to start off doing is showing you the actual battery. The actual battery itself is this thick. It's this first battery here. Let's see if I can get like a closer. It's not so out of focus. There we go. This first battery here is identical with the stock battery. I'm going to do a battery pull real quick and show you that. So sorry for it being out of focus. I'm just pulling up my battery here. So as you can tell here, actually maybe a tad bit thicker. I'll do the stack here. As you can tell, it's pretty much the same. However, where you get some more power is with this thickness right here. And they actually did something that I feel is incredibly strategic, in that they, instead of making a battery thick, a big huge battery that would go out to about here, they spread out this battery, and they made it so that it's a battery that's just sits on top of the back of your phone. This does have its disadvantages. However, if you don't really take advantage of, like, for say, your SD card slot, then it's not going to matter to you, because that's the only disadvantage of this type of layout on an extended battery. I'll show you guys what I mean by this, because once I put it in my phone, which it's in there now, you see I have no access to my SD card. So that's kind of a bummer. So I am a person that for some reason likes to take his SD card out. Usually it's to give people certain files on my phone and stuff like that. I know I can do that other ways, but I just find it easier and quicker to do it this way. So let's just compare it to this case I have right here. As you can tell, they are pretty much, let me see if I can do this. There you go. That's probably the best you're going to get. The zero limit case being on the left, of course, is a tad bit thicker than my actual UAG case that I have on the right. So when I went to the I went from the UAG case to the zero limit, it really wasn't a big difference. I will show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to put the battery in, but okay, so there's the phone with the UAG case on, and as you can tell, phone's fully seated, and I don't have that much more, I don't know, there's not that much more to this case than there is to this case. This case does feel a little better, of course, because this is an actual case. That's what the actual product is. I just paid for the case itself, so it does feel a lot more quality as compared to this case, which I just kind of popped in right there. Sorry, I'm trying to not give you so much of a close-up, but that's what you're dealing with. So, stock battery, puny compared, let's just say that. But it does add quite a lot of heft to the phone, and it's really a trade-off. If you want, I usually get like 2.5 days full of battery life, and I honestly cannot go another another full day after that 2 days. So I usually charge my phone after that 2 days, just to be safe, because I have about 35% left on that the end of the second day. But mind you, I am an active teenager. I do text a lot. I'm on the phone a lot. Every night I'm probably on the phone for about I would say about 2 hours every night, at least 2 hours. So if you take that in perspective, that's 4 hours on the phone. I play games. I know last time I played a game was about 5 hours on screen. Just playing games itself. So that's 5 hours on screen time, along with your CPU frequency running at an active 1.6 maxed out frequency. And then just going on Google Plus. I really enjoy Google Plus. So add another about 5 hours onto that. So it's about 10 hours of on-screen battery, with about 5 hours of the CPU running at full max speed, along with all my sync accounts set up, weather updating whenever I think I have it set to every hour. I also have my brightness turned to about 75%. So, brightness has a lot to do with this whole thing. And then I'm running Paranoid Android ROM majority of the time. So that'll kind of give you a spectrum of what you're looking at. 10 to 12 hours will get you, of on-screen time will get you to about 30-35% on your battery. So I personally think that the heft and the weight is worth it. However, some people may not. And even if you go about buying this battery and you're like, well, it's kind of too big for me, whatever, realize you still have the stock battery along with the stock cover. You don't have to stick with this thing. So what I usually do is, when I am going somewhere, or when I had school, because now I'm out for school, when I had school, I would use this thing all the time. Because, yes, in school, I use my phone a lot. It's not a good thing, but I get good grades anyway, so it doesn't matter. But when I'm at home, I don't know if it's too practical to use this unless I am playing a lot of games, of course. So, at home, I just pop in my battery here. Okay, maybe. Probably have to put the terminals on the right side, right? And then I'm back to my regular phone. I also find that when I'm at home, I don't really need a case. So this case that I bought, usually worthless. However, I do have my days where I will just, say, especially during the summer now that, I go outside, I may go to basketball practice. That's only about 2 hours. So I may just run my phone with the regular battery and then just pop it in my case so it doesn't get damaged, and there you go. So really, I think your purchase should be made if you are on the road a lot, if you play a lot of games, if your workday consists of a long shift and you on your phone, of course, or maybe if you're not home often, you have to commute to work maybe, and you need that extra battery. Also, if you're going on a vacation or something, this battery here is something you are going to want. I personally think that this battery is amazing. I can't usually go 2 days without it. I'll have a cycle where I will go to stock battery for maybe a day or two, but then I realize, it's not the same. I need this battery. Or, I feel like I don't have much power. So that's pretty much enough about the battery itself. If you like the added benefits of the battery, you're going to get about 2.5 to 3 days with this battery. It's awesome. Alright, so now on to this little case that they give you. I do kind of have problems with this case. They always tell you on Amazon they're giving you this case for free. But when you actually take it in perspective, do you think they're actually giving you this case? Of course not. This case cost them not that much to make, obviously. And they are doing it so that your phone doesn't look stupid. Let me do another battery pull here, just to show you how it would look without this case. They are essentially doing this to have a finished product. I wouldn't say that they are giving this to you, and a lot of people say that. So this is how your phone would look without this quote-unquote given case. So obviously it looks stupid, and you can't like put this over it. That's not going to work. You can't put this case on. That's not going to work either. So they are not giving you this case. They are providing a case into the price because without it you would have an unfinished product. Another thing I have to say about this case is that it is quite flimsy. I mean, it is rubber. It's just like one of those cheap rubber cases you get. You can get them for like $10. It's just specifically made for the zero limit case. I have to say that this cutout is actually really well executed. Better executed than, I would say, the UAG cases. Also, the way that they cut out here, it fits perfect. I'm saying, like, this is how perfect it fits the phone. So, very well executed there. Very well executed with making these cutouts because there's no, like, little lip here that your camera will see. Also, a big enough micro thingy, or a big enough headphone jack, sorry. Okay, so now for kind of like the downhill, this power button here is not, it could be better, let's just say that. It's not necessarily hard, but it could be better. Same with these volume buttons, and I also find myself, when I use it, I hit the power button, and I always hit these side buttons. I don't know what it is. This might be just a user error, but I find myself doing that a lot. Another thing is, when you have this battery in on your phone, and you plug in your charger here, it's kind of at an angle, and that causes your charger to bend. So I'm going to grab my charger here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Sorry for it being out of focus. Okay, so here's the charger itself, and I always bend this thing back, but as you can tell, it does have an upward bend to it now because of this charger. If it didn't bend, then it wouldn't fit right. So even, because I unbent it, I always unbend the thing, so even now it's kind of hard to put in, but as you can tell, that's how it fits on your phone. So it does bend your charger. I don't know what that really does for you, or in this case, it doesn't not going to do anything for you, but I don't know how that affects your opinion about this case and well, this battery. But I did want to inform you that that it does that. So that's about all I have to say, guys. Overall, I think it's an awesome case, or it's an awesome battery. Could be better on the case, but they did execute it pretty well. And for a low price of $40, I think it's something that you should go out and buy just to try. If not, these things are so hot right now that you could probably put it on some type of forum or eBay or something, and I guarantee you'll sell it, because every time I try to find these things on Amazon, they're sold out. So just go ahead and, I would say, pull the trigger, try it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Go ahead and sell it. Either way, you're going to have the stock battery for backup, and that's my opinion. So hope you guys enjoy this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs down. Just joking. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. I want to try to get more subscribers, so if you could subscribe, I'd love you, and I'll talk to you guys later.